we've been talking about this. Is anti-Semitism growing? Is it a danger for everybody? Well, closing ones, here's how we can fight it. So and these are interesting too. So it's on the rise in the United States. So the Anti-Defamation League reported over 2,000 incidents in the United States since the Hamas attack on October 7th. That's an increase of over 300% at the same time in 2022. College campuses are seeing an upswell in it. The growing number of instances on campus compelled the Biden administration to take action. You know, he's been outlining measures to try to decrease this. So it's not just the United States, it's taking place all across the world. The National Director of Programs on Anti-Semitism for the Anti-Semitism League says hostility among group Jews, it tends to grow during times of uncertainty, be that economic depression, war, or the pandemic. If there is anxiety, anti-Semitism is on the rise, and it's an answer for why things are going wrong in the world. But what if there's, again, other nationalities, discrimination, anxiety because of the pandemic? Now, in the United States, think of all this is happening across the United States, across the world, across the college campuses. So Jews, for the impact of what's happening to the Jewish community, they make up just 2% of the population. But anti-Semitism affects everyone. 2% of the population. Wow. So, historically, people hating Jews has been around for years. It breeds conspiracy theories that distort our ability to make informed decisions, which are central to any democracy. It is anti-democratic. It is anti-intellectual. It leads to contempt for knowledge, learning, expertise. And I think the worst thing now is the internet, because we see things being fake, we see things being true, and it all comes too fast. I tell everybody, you can look at this, read this or whatever, use this as cliff notes, and go after the information yourself. So how do we do that? How do we try to fix this? Educate yourself and be an advocate. Try to fight anti-Semitism. No matter where you live, you can help. You don't need to know any Jewish people to help. Just look out. The ADL has educational online programs. So just type in ADL and you'll be able to get information. Advocate for others' education and protection. Approach schools and centers, say, hey, you know what, I'd like to volunteer. Maybe things aren't being taught in the school, but my background is in so-and-so, and maybe I can educate. Okay? This program, Echoes and Reflections, is an online program that focuses on Holocaust education in the classroom. Because right now, our present that we're experiencing will be our past tomorrow. And if we don't keep up with what's in our past, we're going to tend to, what's the word I'm looking at? Copy our past. If we don't try to put a stop to our present now, straighten out things that will be our past, so our future will be more brighter than it is today. U.S. Holocaust Memorial Museum. Another thing, go online, look on that, and learn about the Holocaust. Stop the spread. How do we stop the spread? Stop the rumors, okay? If you hear something and you know it's not true, then let people know it's not true. Scholars of genocide have said that the final act of genocide is the denial of the genocide. Certain countries, as far as anti-Semitic situations, are interesting. So Germany has strict laws against hate speech and Holocaust deniers. But in the United States, such speech is harder to regulate. Private companies like Facebook has rules against it. You just need to report it when you see it, every time you see it. Community outreach. Be involved. In our August of 2021, the Los Angeles ADL, I like what they did. They held a community outreach event. Maybe do something like that in your community, combating anti-Semitism. So the ADL has 25 offices across the country, and they work closely with law enforcement agencies. As interest in community grows, they may be able to do these type of events in the future. And if you're a loved one that has experienced anti-Semitism or any kind of racism, report it immediately. They have an online form, the ADL, where you can report any instance of anti-Semitism, extremism, bias, bigotry, or hate. This just doesn't have to be a Jewish thing. It's an all cultural thing. You can upload videos on the ADL where you see things being done positively, or you see things being done negatively. So the only way to stop the cycle of ignorance and fight it is through love. And we say, boy, this was an interesting show. Again,